All right, guys, welcome back to the shop. We are under the Jeep today, or tonight, I should say. I just replaced the connector pipe here that runs from the passenger side and joins in over here on the driver's side post catalytic converter. I've decided, I think I'm gonna do a muffler delete. Just ran it down the road. Obviously I've got this loosened up, but just ran it down the road, and it doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound great. There is no drone. You can, once it gets into, seventh, eighth gear, it's honestly, it sounds as quiet as the stock exhaust, which I didn't have on here. I have an AFE on here, but it hung down a good 2 to 3 inches below the rear bumper here, and that's going to get me hung up in the rocks. It really messes up my departure angle. So yeah, I'm gonna do a muffler delete. I ran up to O'Reilly's and grabbed this. It's not quite a 90. It's like a, hey, I guess you'd call it a 45-ish. And I went ahead and cut off the end there. This end looked like this end, but I went ahead and cut it off at 45. Now, it says 2.5. This is just over 2.5, so that's not gonna work. And honestly, once this is up here, I kind of want it to go towards the front of the vehicle anyway. So I'm gonna cut off that larger diameter right there, the outside diameter, and I'm just gonna weld it on back there, and basically it's gonna look something like that, tucked up nice and tight above the frame. And yeah, we'll see how it turns out. I don't know if you guys have seen the tools that they use, these hanger removal tools, but they work really well, and they're super cheap. I just bought a cheap pair on Amazon, and as long as you throw some silicone or PV Blaster or something up there and get it nice and lubed up, you're not going to tear it. Or worse, I've seen a couple of the reviews were talking about how cheap this thing is made. I mean, it is a tiny little weld right here, so you don't really want to put too much torque on it. But if you lube it up, I gotta find the right angle here. I mean, it works really well. So rather than fight with those things, just gotta disconnect this end up here, and we will be in business. And I could probably cut 4 slits in this and slide it over. Honestly, that's probably going to be the better move, because I come in here and I'm going to be too small of a diameter, I'm going to have too much of a gap. So I might just try to grind this down some and see if I can coerce that on. Close. Do I cut this? Do I cut slits in this? I mean, that's how the muffler went on. It had 4 slits and a notch. That's so close. But I don't think I can grind enough material. Oh. I don't think I can grind enough material. I think I'll end up making this too thin. Got sand the inside of this some too. Maybe I'll take a Dremel. I don't know. I want that any thinner. Maybe I'll just cut a 1-inch notch just to get it started. And see if we can't tap it on. All right. All right. Now I'm gonna knock some of the burrs off of these, and then I'm gonna spread this out just a tad. All right, guys, this is what I came up with. I ended up making 4 relief cuts around the outside of the tailpipe there and slid it on, and then welded everything up. Gave it a coat of high heat paint just to keep it from rusting so quickly. And as you can see, a lot more clearance. My previous muffler was hanging down a couple inches here, so gained some clearance. Doesn't sound too bad. I might add a clip of the sound. It's got a nice deep rumble at idle. It becomes a little more higher pitched as you're going down the road at higher RPMs, but there's no drone. We left the resonator in, so no drone. But yeah, you can still tell that it's a 6-banger. So anyway, wrapping it up, and yeah, we'll insert a clip of the sound here. All right, thanks for joining me today. I hope you got something out of it. There's other solutions out there. There's more expensive solutions out there. I've read a bunch of reviews on the Flowmaster that dumps right in front of the rear axle. You can buy a $114 to $200 in pipe that goes down and deletes your muffler, or you can save a bunch of money and do it this way. I got less than $10 in what I did here. Take that back. I did have to buy some high heat paint. So I've got about $17 in it. So anyway, please like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you next time.